Well, actually I wanted to join the Land Army. I just wanted a very fresh air life. I was brought up in a tenement and I wanted the countryside, and I liked the uniform. But they didn't want anybody at that particular time when I wanted to join up. So my father, who was very interested in wireless, he was always buying a wireless magazine and telling me to go down and get the accumulators charged up, and telling me about the different parts of wireless, variable condensers and valves and things like that. So he says, why don't you try and be a wireless operator or something like that? So really it was my father's idea. I think he was living his dreams through me, you know. And that's it. I joined up as a wireless operator. And from there I went to Innsworth to get my uniform. And from there I went to what's the name of the place? Calne in Wiltshire, where I had to, it was a school, and that's where I had to learn German procedure when they would, this was after I had trained as a wireless operator. Yeah. This is where they told you you had to listen to the different, you were shown the different codes that the Germans would use to call up an aircraft, to call up a ground station. They would use their own codes. And like it would be HLD, D, DE, BLW, something like that. So they used, although it wasn't all in German, it was their idea of hiding that they were Germans. And as we did in the RAF, we had to do codes the same way to an aircraft calling a ground station. So it got to the point when you did train, you could be handling more than one aircraft at a time. You'd be searching for a job, you know, it was all, everybody was searching for call signs, and I'm in this room with 50 people, there'd be a man raised on a platform, and the operators were really crack civilian operators, sailors, Americans, WAFs, the lot, you know. And you would you'd search for a group, and if you found it, you called out the frequency, and maybe somebody else had found it as well. So whoever got there first got that group by the man monitoring, having it monitored. But direction finders go out, whatever they do, and that meant you had a job for the night. And then one night I picked up something that I went down lower on the frequency, and I picked up this group which sounded like the beacon. It connected. I could tell the signals were by the same hand somehow or other. And I called it out quickly, although it was way off my frequency. I shouldn't have been there. And it was monitored, it was put up on the board, and then I was taking all the traffic down. A lot of it was in German and a lot of it was code. And then the wing commander came down, and he listened in on my set, and then other people came in and listened on my set. And it was causing quite a hubbub at the station. I knew something was going on, but you never asked, you just got on with it. And so I had about 4 or 5 different men, even standing there, because we did have men from Bletchley Park amongst us who were deciphering stuff. And it just caused a hubbub.